cabin.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Well, welcome back. It's Thursday, and it's the Thursday before Christmas. That's right. Just in 4 little days, it's going to be Christmas of 2023. Seems like yesterday it was Christmas of 2022. And it seems like it was just Christmas of 2021 and 2020. And, well, we won't talk about that Christmas. No. 2020 was, you know what, actually 2020 was all right. Actually, it was okay. I've had worse. So we're going to channel some Bing Crosby looks. As you can see, I'm wearing my plaid Pendleton and a beautiful green spruce type of felt fedora from the 40s. And my Dunhill, yeah. Kind of look like Bing Crosby a little bit, don't I? Well, I don't sing like him. I've tried, but I won't make anyone suffer. But anyhow, got some nice coffee. We're having a good morning. Mm-hmm. It's very gray outside. In fact, it's been raining over the last several days. It's great. I like this time of year. I really do. And when you add some weather to it, it makes it a little nicer, I think. That's true. That's the way I feel about it. Yeah. Anyhow, on the bench, as you can see, we are festive. Not just here in vintage clothing, but on the bench we have our early CT Ham Cold Blast dash lantern with a copper fount, which is very rare. I've never seen another one like it. It's circa 1905, 1907, right around there. Sporting a very handsome, rare, red flashed or ruby flashed Ham's Cold Blast matchless globe. Yeah, pretty cool. Now I know it's flash color, so it's most likely not going to have any issues. And I've been burning it low. Don't burn it too hot. And then of course we have our 1922 little wizard with an emerald globe. Yeah. Brass fount, so we're burning some of the precious metals. Precious metals, yeah. Did you hear that? Tire screeching? People drive insanely sometimes around here. Anyway, just got some coffee and enjoying the morning out here, and it's lovely. Very much, very much. Well, friends, another year is coming to an end. That's right. 2023 is on borrowed time, and Christmas is just days away now. You know, at the start of the year, it seemed so far away, and now it's right there again, biting at our heels. It is. A lot of things have transpired over this course of the year. Started out one way, and now it's going to end a different way. And not going into too many gory details, but, you know, my life has changed since the summer. And, you know, a lot of things are different. And that's fine. I've gotten accustomed to my new ventures in life, my new path. And it's all right. I'm doing well. I'm managing just fine. And I have found some really fun lanterns that I've shared with all of you. And yes, we will be participating in the lantern light up for New Year's. And, you know, I've also rekindled some friendships and strengthened some. And some very close friends have actually come out of the woodwork, and I've really discovered how how great they really are and how much they value me. And that has been a big part of my success and my strength, is having good friends support. And I will say that, you know, I'm a strong character. I'm very emotionally stable, and I've always tried to project that. And, you know, people have had comments just because of, you know, the sake of comments about, you know, whatever. But I think only a handful of people really get me and really know who I am. A lot of people understand I'm a collector and enthusiast for the past, and they respect me okay, I guess. But I've been around the Los Angeles, I guess you could call it vintage scene, for a very long time. I've been into antiques since I was a child, and I've talked about this. But yeah, I think it's good. It's very good. I've faced a lot of adversity, and I've dealt with it. And I've always felt that taking the high road is always the better course. And dealing with unsavory things and relationships and whatnot, it's always better. It's always better to take the high road. It's not easy. It's very easy to fall prey to petty actions and name calling, things of that nature. It's very easy. It's very human. There's no way to really say it otherwise. But I've had some role models, and these role models you might think they're just caricatures, but I've noticed certain things in old movies that I like. One of which I will say, My Man Godfrey is definitely a very important film to me. Now, for those who have seen the movie, I'm sure it's a favorite of yours too. 1936, William Powell, Carol Lombard, Eugene Pallett, Gail Patrick. You know, there's a lot of actors in that film, but those are the key roles. But it's kind of a screwball comedy, but it has a lot of heart. And that's something that's really special about that movie to me, is that it has a message. And the message is, well, I can't watch that film without getting choked up because it's so beautiful. And it's done so well. And for those who haven't seen it, I encourage you to see it. There's some good copies now available on YouTube. So if you just type in My Man Godfrey 1936, you will find a very clean copy. I own the DVD, and it's murky. It's a bad transfer because it's public domain. It's no longer owned by any particular person or group. It's public domain. So the copyrights were never renewed on it, and it just fell into public domain. And so there's a lot of really bad copies of it out there. Really bad. But there is a restored copy on YouTube now. And if it says restored, then you can give it a shot. I know there's a colorized version. I don't do AI color, okay? I don't do it. And neither should you. It's synthetic, it's nonsense, it doesn't represent the true colors of that era at all. Everything's still kind of silvery and peach tones. It's almost like a two-strip Technicolor look in some ways. And even then, original two-strip Technicolor from the early 30s, late 20s, was far greater than what AI is trying to do. And that's a different rant for a different day. But I will say, stick with the black and white, the true blue, original copy. And there is a good copy out there on YouTube, so find it and watch it, and you will not be disappointed. It's a silly movie, but it does have a lot of soul, and it's one of those films that you just watch it and you're just like, wow, I did not see that coming. And Powell, of course, is always the gentleman and always mild-mannered and peacefully spoken, and he carries himself so well in these movies, and he's an inspiration to me. He is. His character is. And personally, he was a good guy. From all I read about William Powell, he was a decent guy. And he lived a good long life. I think he died in the early to mid 1980s, maybe early 90s. But anyhow, Powell was cool. I would love to have met him. But, as actors go, he was a great actor. So, but definitely check out that movie. It's definitely worth it. But when you watch it, then you will see what I'm talking about. And there's certain ways he carried himself and that he projected himself in such an unassuming and unpretentious way in that film. And it's like, you know what? I really like that. I really like that. It's dignity and respect. And he handles situations in that film that most people would have ran away from or retaliated against, but he dealt with it, and it's beautiful. That's all I'm going to say about it. But anyway, that's been kind of my inspiration for a lot of things this year, particularly, and I'm grateful for that inspiration, and I draw upon a lot of that era for things, and I find there's definitely a positive vein in a lot of those Depression era films but anyways, you get it. I'm a sucker for old movies. I can't deny it. But I find a lot of comfort and a lot of peace in some of the messaging in those films. So, but with that being said, it's definitely the time of year to put others first. Focus on others and be available to either be an ear or lend a hand to somebody else. It's definitely a very, human time of year where you feel impressed to be good and give something out and not expect anything in return. And that really is kind of the Christmas spirit that I've always associated with, but more so than just gift giving, because America is very consumer oriented, and a lot of companies are consumer oriented, and they want you to buy their things and make a lot of money, and there's a very commercial aspect to the holiday, and a lot of people have really kind of shied away from Christmas because of that. But I will say, don't let it get you down. Yeah. Don't let it get you down, because that was never the intent of the holiday. Yeah, okay, maybe by the Victorian era it was. But there's a lot of roots of Christmas and where it all came from, and we all understand what it is now. Yeah, that one just petered out real fast. Anyway, we're going to try that again. But yeah, for me, Christmas is a time of giving and caring and being with people, family and friends. Yes. Yes, it is. And as it should be. Gift giving is nice. Mm-hmm. It's very nice. And it's good to give some nice things to people that you care about. Absolutely. Don't want to say I'm against gift giving. I'm just saying that it's not the only focus. Mm-hmm. And if you give something just for the sake of giving it, then what's the point? I was like, I got to get something for this person and this person. You gotta. See, when you remove the word gotta, you change it to I want to. That's the secret. If you feel obligated to get somebody anything, you're losing the spirit. I know language is language, and maybe we actually feel that we want to, but we say gotta because, we feel obligated. But I will say this. Some of my subscribers are very close and dear friends to me. Now, one of which, I know he's seen my videos, but I don't know if he watches very religiously. He's a very busy guy. But I know he's seen my channel and he's very well aware of it. But he's going to get something from me this year because he's been a very important part of my life for many years, but definitely more recently for sure. He's been available when it really mattered in recent history. And I want him to know that I really appreciate it. And he's going to get something very special from me. And I really hope he likes it, and I think he's going to be pretty much flabbergasted. Sorry, playing with this stupid thing. But anyways, I don't want to get emotional, even though it's hard not to because of the joy that I have felt, and continue to feel because of those who are present in my life right now. Hasn't been easy. No, it hasn't been, but life is changing, and life is going to be changes a lot. Life is never the same. It's not going to always be a constant, routine. It can be, but there's going to be always twists and turns. Mm-hmm. But good things are on the horizon. The future is looking better. And I have some prospects for some more work and more artistic endeavors, which is very exciting because I want to get back into my artwork. And I actually want to do legitimate art. I want to paint. I want to do things like that. And I'm looking at doing a commission. Someone wants to commission me to do a leather A2 bomber jacket. And that's great. I want to do that. I've never painted on leather. I have some friends that have, and they're giving me some pointers. And I think I can do it. I like painting. I don't do enough of it. I've painted some things recently, but not much. I think I've been missing out on something for a long time. Using a brush, creating strokes, and filling in color, it's really a very therapeutic thing. You've all seen my Photoshop skills in the title cards and the things I've created for this channel, for the videos. But I think I'm going to step into that realm of paint and start doing some articles of clothing like bomber jackets. And if I am successful in this venture, then I think I might have something. Yeah, I think so. I think so. So with that being said, be on the lookout for some new, exciting things from me. Now, of course, I'm going to continue the old antique lantern stuff. That's what the channel's about. But in this coming year, with a little luck, a little time and effort, we're going to be expanding. We're going to be expanding the focus on more things, not just lanterns. So be excited. Be excited for that. Because I am. I'm excited for what's going to be happening. And that's all I'm going to say about it. There's good things coming. And that was, I think, all that was in there. So, anyway. I think the Lord has a lot of things in store for me. I don't really get religious or preachy about things on this channel because I know everyone comes from a different background, have different beliefs, or, perspectives, I would say. I will say, though, I will say that I've noticed in my life in the recent months things that are kind of miraculous. And things I didn't expect. And I feel a lot of love. And I feel very honored to have that coming from friends, but also from, maybe a superior perspective. I've had a lot of influence, and I've prayed a lot. I am a man of prayer, and I will not be ashamed to say so. And I have made many matters a matter of prayer, and I've received some very strong answers to some of my prayers. And I've been in a different place in my mind has been in a different space for the last couple months, and it's great. I feel very good about a lot of things that are starting to happen. And with that being said, all things will be revealed. And I am very grateful. I'm very grateful for all of you. I'm grateful for this endeavor that I embarked on just to share lanterns with another collector, which was Bob, the lantern guy. And here we are in 2023, still doing it. From 2018 to now. That's several years. But we still have great lanterns. I'll still find some here and there. I'm slowing down, though. I will say I am slowing down on lanterns, and I don't have any intention of buying too many more right now, unless it's something very unique and rare and I can afford it. My income is kind of limited, and once I start figuring out the plans that I have in mind, then we can definitely revisit maybe some newer additions to the collection of many other types of things besides just old lamps. But that being said, it's because of you guys that I still go, that I still do this. And I want you to know, I know a lot of YouTubers out there, they do speak candidly to their audience. And I know I have a very core group of subscribers. And since we're still under 1,000, it's still manageable. And, I like to answer comments when I see them, and I like to be engaged with the channel. It's who I am. It really is. And I've had people reach out to me on my Facebook, and they say wonderful things about the channel. And I'm very touched. I am. And I like to answer your questions. I really do, because I believe in participating. And just know, even though the gardeners outside are encroaching on my video during a tender moment here, but you guys make a difference in my life. And you might not know it, but I do appreciate those who reach out and say the nice, kind, gracious things that you've all said to me, either in the comments or on Facebook. And I've become friends with many through Facebook, and I've talked to several on the phone. I've had conversations, and it's really great. It's really great. I really am very pleased the way this is shaping up, and I'm really glad for Bob, because if it wasn't for Bob the Lantern Guy and tripping upon his channel, I wouldn't be doing this. Maybe not as long anyways, but I don't think I would have been. I don't think I would have gotten back into antique lanterns. But, it's always been something I've liked and something I've enjoyed. But, life is interesting. And you never know where it's going to take you. And that's why it's good to have an open mind about certain things. And you got to step outside of your comfort zone sometimes. And I'll tell you, I was not a fan of being in front of a camera. No. If you go back to my very earliest videos, you'll see that I'm not even in them. I'm filming the lanterns and talking, but I'm not even in it. And it wasn't until several videos later that I actually decided to be in the video, because I hated seeing myself on screen. I did not like seeing myself. I was one of those people. Oh, yes, I was. But now I'm very comfortable in front of the camera. I am. And I review my videos personally to see how I can improve upon them. I know other YouTube people out there in my friends groups, and they give me some pointers, and I listen. But you know what? The thing that I really always appreciated about you guys is that you appreciate me being honest and real. And it's not an overly fancy channel. It's not a channel that has a lot of special effects. This is a one-take video, okay? I do trim a few things and smooth it out a little bit, but it's one take. This video is one take. Maybe I should have gotten into Hollywood. I'm not saying I'm anything special or like some magnificent actor, but yeah. But what we're doing right now, here and now, is just me. Just me and my passions. And I like sharing my knowledge and information with all of you. And it's what I do. It's just who I am. I like sharing things. It really is pure and simple. I don't like keeping things secret. I like sharing things. And there's a lot of misconceptions about all these things and a lot of antiques. I like to try and confront those misconceptions and misunderstandings and help people understand and learn about the history, about what they are and why they came about, and all of the different angles and aspects of it. So, but with that being said, thank you. Thank you for continuing to stick with me and participating in the channel, and I want to welcome all the new subscribers over the last couple of weeks. Thank you for finding the channel, and thank you for subscribing. I think there's definitely a lot of lantern collectors that are out from the Facebook groups that are finding my channel, and they're subscribing. So thank you and welcome. I hope you find something useful here. And if you have any suggestions of what you would like to know, please drop a line. Just leave a comment. Get involved. Leave a comment. Don't be shy. You can ask me about certain things and I will most likely answer. Excuse me. Anyways, we're running on. This has been a fun video for me, and I hope it's been a fun one for you guys. So whatever you have planned for the holiday, whether it's being with family and friends or just friends or maybe just family, I hope you guys enjoy your Christmas holiday. And for those who observe Hanukkah, hope it was great for you, and I hope that you were with very special and lovely people for your holiday that you choose to celebrate and observe. So with that being said, may you all have a Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. And I'm excited for this new year. I know a lot of people aren't for many reasons, but I know the world is in turmoil and it's a scary place right now. But focus on your own personal world, because the world is a big place and there's a lot of negativity outside of the world, outside of your personal world. Keep your family and friends close, always, and don't let the negativity of the world get you down. Focus on the positive things. And that's my message I like to impart to you this holiday season, is always focus on the positive. Don't dwell on the negative. It's good to be informed about things, but it's also good to know when to put it away and keep a positive attitude. And that's how we get things done. And it really is. And that's how we continue to be happy and find happiness, is by focusing on the things that we have and not what we don't have. So whether you have wealth and fame, or if you're a simple person who is just living hand to mouth like so many Americans are right now, just be grateful for what you have and not so much what you don't. It's easy to be deceived into thinking that your life is miserable because you don't have something somebody else has. It's not worth it. You have things that they don't have. It's always good to remember that. Many blessings come in different sizes and shapes. So with that, Happy New Year, Happy 2024. And I will be making a light up video of the acquisitions of lanterns that I have made this past year. And with that being said, please stay tuned for that. And also Ken with Lots of Trains, he'll be making a video for that as well. He extended the challenge recently on his channel. I will be submitting some photos to him and whatever. So yeah, we're going to enjoy ushering in 2024, and I think it's going to be great. It's really what we make of it. So hang in there, everybody. Things are going to get better. I believe this. So with that being said, thank you again, and have a Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. Thank you again. Bye-bye.